Hello my lovelies, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing all of my 2020 makeup favorites. Some of them new, some of them old. I don't know when these things came out. All I know is I loved them this year and they're probably in all of my last videos because I love them so much. But do not fret, I got new products coming in for 2021 so I can try new things. So I just want to get these out of my system and tell you guys about them one last time in 2020. And I also sprinkled in some 2020 life lessons for me that I hope can help you guys, because you know I'm all about sharing. Sharing is caring, and I want you guys to know that I'm about more than just outer beauty. I'm about inner beauty, inner peace, inner joy. Everything happens on the inside and it really reflects on the outside. So remember, if you feel good, you look good, and if you look good, you feel good. So if you want to see how I got this look and my 2020 makeup favorites, then keep on watching. Also, if you haven't yet, what are you doing? Please subscribe to my channel. It would really help me and mean so much. And I drop a new video every Wednesday. Real quick, these clips come in clutch. They're from Amazon. BT dub. As far as skin prep, my favorite for the last year or so, maybe even longer than that, is Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I really love this stuff. I love the tackiness of it. I love the grip it has to it. And I'm not really a primer person. I don't think primer is absolutely necessary, but if you do like to have a primer, then this is a great one. I just love how it really hydrates my skin, and it also has that grip. So it's just a really great combo. I'm gonna go in with my favorite foundation of 2020. I don't even know how long I've been using this stuff, guys, but L'Oreal Paris Fresh Wear Foundation. I love this stuff because it really is so buildable, and I think it has great coverage, but it still looks really natural. I think full coverage foundations sometimes have a hard time doing that, but this one just really goes on the skin really nicely, gives me the perfect, I would say, medium to full coverage, but I don't feel like my makeup is heavy with this foundation on, and that's what I love most about it. And the formula is just great. All right, so let's get into my little lessons that I learned 2020. These are things that I really learned, I really honed on in my life. And the first one is mindset is everything. So I think you know the deal with that. Your mindset can really change your whole entire life. Like, everything around you isn't necessarily going to change, but if your mindset changes, the way you see everything changes. And that is just an absolute game changer in life. Game changer. It takes a lot to figure out what your current mindset is and where you want your mindset to go, and then the in-between is just insane. But this year I finally feel like I really honed in on that, and yeah, it feels great. It was a great year for that. Next, I'm going to go in with concealer, and I don't think I use any other concealer on this channel. So yes, it is my L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. I just love this stuff. And while I'm letting this dry down, the next lesson of 2020 for me was definitely, you are the only one in your way. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. Like, you are the only person stopping you. You're the only person pushing you. You. Everything is about you and what you do. Like, outside circumstances, they're there, they affect you, but they aren't the reason. You are the reason. If you get stuff done, if you don't get stuff done. You know what I mean? If you accomplish your goals, if you don't, the only reason that may or may not happen is because of you. I love this concealer because, why do I love this? I like the coverage on it. I think it's drugstore and it's freaking amazing. And another thing is, it blends really well. It has great coverage, and I love the applicator. The applicator is something like I loved immediately about it. It's a huge doe foot. I'm here for that. I love it. But just the formula is so great. L'Oreal Infallible formulas are all great. From everything I've tried, they're bomb. My next favorite product of 2020, I use a couple different things for this, but for cream contour, I'm gonna have to go with my Fenty Beauty Match Stick. I just love this formula. I know it's a little more pricey than my drugstore one, but the formula you just can't beat. The precision. I like the formula because it is a little more dry, so I feel like it works with me very well. Like I can work with it versus like it working against me, because I know some people have a hard time maybe with contour and stuff. So this product really does, it's on my team. You know what I mean? Like it's drier, but it works in my favor. Okay, third lesson of 2020 is these all go hand in hand with each other, and I think that's why like I had such a full circle moment with a lot of these lessons. They really they go hand in hand, but I'm just kind of breaking it up into things because yeah, they are different parts. So number 3 is consistency is key to growth. If you want to do anything and you want to get better, you want to grow, you want to see results, you have to be consistent. There's just no way around it. You have to be consistent. They have to be consistent. You can't just do it like once or twice and think you're going to get results from it. Like that's just not how anything works, and life is the same exact way. So consistency, consistency, consistency. This is the first time I've ever seen growth in my career and what I want to do, and it's because I was consistent. I committed to being consistent for myself, and it really made all the difference in this year. Even when like my mood is up and down, my emotions up and down, like everything, you know, like nothing's gonna remain constant, especially your mood, but you still have to remain consistent. And that's why I committed to being consistent no matter what, because I knew myself, like some days I'm good, some days I'm not good, but I knew that I had this commitment to myself and I really stuck with it. So consistency, consistency, consistency. You don't know how long you're gonna have to be consistent, but you're gonna have to be consistent until you get what you want. Okay. So my next favorite product this year, this is for sure this year, I purchased it this year when I was doing all my e.l.f. Reviews and whatnot, is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder, and I have it in medium beige. I really love this formula, and you know, this year e.l.f. I'm just like shook. e.l.f. has a lot of great products, and I really love the fact that it's accessible to so many people, and it has one of the best price points for makeup. Like they allow everyone to play with makeup, to have makeup, you know? They do a lot of trendy stuff, and packaging is cute. Like you can really do a lot with e.l.f. products, and I think it's so amazing that they're really inclusive in that way, in the price point way, because that definitely can stop a lot of people from playing with makeup, is the price of it sometimes. So I really commend e.l.f. for that. I think it's so amazing. And the quality of the products for the price, like you just can't beat them. They're the top dog in drugstore. And it's just affordable makeup in general. Because even in the drugstore, they're still one of the best priced makeup brands. And speaking of that, okay, so also what I love, before I get ahead of myself, what I love about this e.l.f. setting powder is it really does have such a pretty glow to it. It's not shimmery, it is glowy. It has great coverage. I think this could be used without foundation. I keep saying that, but I have yet to actually try that, so that may be a video that I need to do once and for all to like put that question to rest. And yeah, it's really lightweight, but very effective. So the next product that I've been using all year round and then some is their Primer Infused Bronzer in Forever Sunkist. You guys know the deal. So this is another e.l.f. product. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. There's gonna be more, just warning you now. But it's great for you guys because it's so affordable. I just love this because it's the perfect color for me. And I think it's a great formula. I have a lot of bronzers and I always reach for this one. I love its little packaging. I love everything about it. And it's perfect because it's not super warm and it's not super cool tone. It's really a neutral brown. So next I'm gonna go in with blush, and I'm gonna go in with, I have a ton of blushes too. Okay, not a ton, but I have a good range of blushes, but I always reach for my MAC powder blushes. I just love them so much. They're very consistent. They have great colors. They have a huge range. Like, MAC, in my eyes, is forever gonna be a top dog. And you know why I was thinking about this the other day? Top dog because MAC Cosmetics is for the consumer and for the makeup artist. And since I was a makeup artist, like, I'm here for it. But now that I'm just a consumer, I'm still here for it. So that says a lot about them. And there really is something for everyone at MAC. They are, yes, more expensive in some ways, but quality. They have great quality products, and they have something for every skin tone, every skin type, and that's what I love the most about them, is there's something for everyone there. The price point is a little bit higher than, say, e.l.f., but they really know, from a makeup artist standpoint and background, skin types, skin tones, undertones. Like, there's range at MAC, and they'll always be top dog with that. So I can respect that. Another product that I just can't get enough of is my Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. I love this stuff under the eyes. This has great color payoff. This is another product I think it could be used by itself without foundation. I'm not sure. I might have to try that out too. But I just love the fineness of the powder. Even though it's pressed powder, you can tell it's really fine by the way it goes on. Very nice, very seamless. And yeah, it's called Micro Smooth. So obviously the powder is very fine milled, and I feel like I can really tell that it is what it says it is. All right, so next lesson of 2020 for me was how you feel about yourself will determine what happens to you. So everything that's happening to you, for you, against you, it's all because of the way you feel about yourself. So nothing is against you, nothing is for you, it's just you. Like I said earlier, you're the only one in your way, you're the only one in control. So how you feel about yourself is really gonna show in every aspect of your life. And you know, if life isn't so great, then maybe you aren't feeling so great about yourself. And that's why inner work is so important. It's so important to be on your own team, to be a ride or die for yourself, to be the biggest cheerleader, because how you feel about you is gonna determine how far you're gonna go in life and what happens to you. And I believe that, like, when I'm feeling good, when I'm feeling great, good things are happening. It's showing up everywhere in life. When I'm not feeling good, nothing good is happening. It's just, nothing's happening. Nothing good is happening. It's just, life is going, and I'm just sitting there like a little cloud. But when I feel good, great things are happening. So that tells me that I have to continuously work on feeling good. And when I don't, I can allow myself the moment, but not to stay in it for too long, because you can stay in a rain cloud for a really long time. So my next favorite product that I've been using all year long, I know you guys are probably sick of these products, that's why we're getting out of our system now. They are leaving the room. No, they're not, because that's waste money. But they're gonna have some sisters soon. So this is my ABH brow powder, and I just love this stuff. And another thing, ABH brow powders, they have a lot. Some brands don't have a lot of color range for eyebrow. There's just kind of like 4 colors, but 4 colors kind of like isn't really cutting it for eyebrow colors, because you know, some people have their hair done now and people experiment with their eyebrows a lot. So I respect the fact that they have a great big color range. So this was really hard for me to choose for the eyes because I kind of use a lot of different eyeshadows. I have two big dogs though. My Juvia's Place palettes are near and dear to my heart. I think they have some of the best eyeshadows ever. Like I have a NARS palette and it's nothing compared to my Juvia's palette. So that's the tea on that. But I went with something a little more affordable and accessible and that I also really loved this year, 2020, and they came out this year, so this one's current. I went with these e.l.f. bite-size shadows. They're $3, like you cannot beat it. They have a bunch of little color ranges, and yeah, you might have to get a few of them to get the color ranges, but here's 4. The packaging is like they fit in your freaking purse if you need to. And I really like the colors that they put together. I think they put a lot of thought behind them, and they're kind of just something for everybody, which I really love. So I had to go with them for this video, and I just wanted to keep it simple by choosing one. So I'm actually gonna go in with, I'm gonna do a look that I wore on my Instagram the other day, and this one is called Truffles. This one is so gorgeous. I really like this palette. It's perfect because it has a medium brown, dark brown, a shimmer, which is really pretty. This is a cool tone, taupey, silvery shimmer. It's an interesting color. And then they have this dark color right here that has some sparkle in it, and it's not black. I'm gonna say this is like a dark navy. So it's just a really pretty palette. So I'm gonna go in with the medium brown and just accentuate out here. The cat eye is another thing that I really picked up this year. I feel like this personally was the first year, even as a makeup artist, as someone who's been doing their makeup religiously for 10 years, I finally found the shape that works for my eyes. Like I sit here and think about that and that's so insane, but it's because I've done my makeup the most this year. Like I've never done my makeup more than I have this year, and I just like really was able to hone in and learn what shapes look best on my eyes versus like, you know, following like what's online or looks I see online. You have to adapt the looks you see to your eye shape, and I just learned that like this year how to do that, which I think is crazy. So now I'm gonna take the darker color of the two browns on this little brush, and I'm just gonna start creating this wing. So my eyes naturally have an almond shape, and I just accentuate that, and it really flatters my eye shape very well. So I'm just gonna build up that little outer edge there. Like, I'm gonna be honest and say that these aren't like the best eyeshadows I've ever used, but for $3 they work really good. So to me, I feel like you can compromise with that because it's like $3. $3, and you can, you know, get a few more colors than you normally would, maybe, if you couldn't afford a bunch of palettes or individual single shadows, because it does add up. I'm just popping the darker color right here. So when I look forward, you only see the dark on my lid. That's what I learned this year. It just looks best on me that way. Like, I used to hate putting dark colors on because I would put them too high and it didn't look good on my eye shape. It was too heavy for my face. Now, I'm gonna take this really pretty color in the shimmer color in the palette, and I'm just gonna take it on a little brush, little flat brush so I can pinpoint it. And with this one, I think it needed some Fix Plus. So I'm just gonna wet my brush, and I'm just gonna put this on the lid. Ooh, see how pretty? Okay, and last but not least, another little e.l.f. thing I wanted to show you. This isn't like one of my 2020 favorites, but I just wanted to pop it on. And I think these are $3 too, but it's their glitter, liquid glitter shadows. And this is in the color, where's the color? Moon. So it's a really silvery champagne color. And I'm just gonna pop it on top of what I just did, just to give it even more of a pop. All right, so to finish up the eyes, another product I really loved this year, thanks to my collaboration with them, is Juvia Beauty, and this is the Lineup Liner, and it's so good. I've been using it a lot. A lot of times the pens like this, they run out on me really quick, but this is actually, I've used it quite a few times, so I'm very impressed, and it's so easy to use. Like, I used to love my Revlon Color Stay, but this girl, she came for her neck. Okay. And I'm just gonna put it on the edge, on the inner corner, you know the drill. And this one is super affordable as well, so that's another plus. This look is really affordable in general, I think. My last lesson of 2020 is to look at the big picture and not the small everyday picture, because for me, like, a lot of times I would feel like I wasn't progressing, I wasn't doing enough, and I wasn't where I wanted to be. But then when I looked back in like hindsight about the whole year overall and kind of like thought about everything that I did get to do, that I did do, that I wanted to do, it just made me feel so much better. So instead of looking at like the small everyday things, because day to day everything was kind of the same, you know, like I had such a routine and it was the same, so it kind of made me feel like I didn't progress or I didn't do much. But then when I sat back and looked at the big picture of things, I was like, wow, a lot did happen. I was able to do so many things, and like I really learned so much this year and applied a lot of that to myself. So just don't look so tunnel vision at things. Look at everything. This is my favorite mascara. I tried quite a few mascaras. This one's actually so dry. I tried a few mascaras this year, but this is still an all-time fave, and it's Maybelline Big Shot Mascara. I just love this one, especially once it does get dry. Right now it's like really dry. It's like hurting my eyes. But yeah, I just like the brush. It's not too big, not too small. I don't really like the plasticky brushes that much because they're really wet. For lips, I had a combo that I wore all year long, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop that on for you guys. And it was my Smack Spice lip liner with, sorry, I'm thinking. But my favorite lip product of the year that I could not stop ranting and raving about is my Revlon Ultra HD matte lip color. And I have the color Forever. There's just so many things I like about this. First, it's the applicator. It's the applicator for me. Second, it's the color. Okay, the next thing I love about this stuff is the applicator is bomb. Formula bomb. Most of the time mattes, like liquid mattes like this, are so drying. Not this one. Okay, she's so comfortable. She's gonna dry matte. She's gonna dry down in a second. But it's just so comfortable, and it's just really comfortable. Like, how many different words are there for comfortable? It's superb. I just love the formula. It doesn't transfer, it doesn't dry my lips out, and it is long lasting. Long lasting. I can eat, I can drink with her on, and she is gonna be my friend. She's not gonna transfer onto my chin like some other ones. She's here for the long haul, and I love her for it. So that's that on that. These are my favorite eyelashes. I don't think this will ever change. Ardell Wispies are just, they're like my shit. Like if anyone's like, oh, what lashes does she wear? You guys should be able to hop in there and be like, Ardell Wispies, duh. That's all I wear. Like I love them. So that's why they're in this video, because like everything else, I just loved them so much this year. Something I always reach for. If I'm confused, if I'm sure, I reach for them at both times. So I'm just gonna pop them on. By the way, this is the look I wore on my reel the other day that you guys loved with my curly hair. Thank you so much. If you don't follow me on Instagram, please follow me on Instagram. I have so much content on there, weekly, daily. So definitely, if you found me on YouTube, check me out on Instagram. I would love to see you over there. Alright, so that's the completed look with my favorite products of 2020. I think most of these you guys already knew because I just use them all the time. Sorry, got distracted. So, ow. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I hope you guys try some of these products if you haven't already, because I seriously swear by them. I'm pretty sure we're like 7 videos deep of me using them, so I promise they work. I love them. They're so good. So definitely check them out. If you do, let me know how you like them. I would love to know. So I will see you guys in 2021. Can you believe it? So happy holidays, happy new year, and I will see you in 2021. I just really breezed through the little sprinkles of the life lessons, but if you want to hear more about my journey, I do have a passion project, and it is my podcast. It's called Light and Love Podcast. You can listen to it on Apple Music and all of that, so I will put a link also for that below, because I'm so into my journey as a person, my spiritual journey, and I love sharing about it. So if you guys want to hear more about stuff like my lessons, then definitely check that out.